But first, Alec Murdaugh will spend the rest of his life in prison for the murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul. The disgraced former attorney was sentenced Friday to life without the possibility of parole. A jury convicted him of the killings after deliberating for less than 3 hours Thursday night. Murdaugh was facing 4 charges, 2 counts for the murders and 2 counts for the possession of a weapon during a crime. He was found guilty of all 4. Our legal analyst Jessica Levinson is standing by, but we begin with Nikki Battiste in South Carolina, who's been following the trial from the very beginning. Nikki?
Catherine, good evening. It was a dramatic end to an emotional 6-week trial, and today, now convicted double murderer Alec Murdaugh was admonished by the judge at his sentencing.
But I'm innocent. I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my wife Maggie, and I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my son Paul.
A day after a jury convicted Alec Murdaugh of double murder, Judge Clifton Newman did not mince words.
Well, and it might not have been you. It might have been the monster you become.
The judge sentenced Murdaugh to life without parole.
And I know you have to see Paul and Maggie during the night times when you're attempting to go to sleep.
All day and every night.
With his surviving son Buster watching, the disgraced former lawyer was led out of court in shackles and taken away to spend the rest of his life behind bars. Prosecutors portrayed Murdaugh as a serial liar who shot his wife and son to death on the night of June 7, 2021, to distract from his drug addiction and alleged financial crimes that were about to be revealed.
But once I lied, I continued to lie. Yes, sir.
Murdaugh repeatedly told investigators he was visiting his mother when the crimes were committed, but cell phone evidence placed him at the murder scene. When he took the stand in his own defense, he admitted he'd lied.
I don't think I was capable of reason.
Defense attorney Jim Griffin.
He could have had Mother Teresa up there talking about how he's changed, and he would have gotten a life sentence, there's no question.
The murder weapons were never found and there were no eyewitnesses, yet it took the jury less than 3 hours to find Murdaugh guilty.
Verdict, guilty.
Lead prosecutor Creighton Waters.
A verdict like this doesn't give Paul and Maggie their life back, but at least that jury gave them a voice.
The defense team told me they plan to appeal the guilty verdict, but regardless of that outcome, Murdaugh could still face life in prison for his alleged financial crimes, some of which he admitted to during this trial. I spoke today with 2 of Maggie Murdaugh's close friends who told me this verdict is the justice they'd been hoping for. Catherine?
Nikki, you've covered some very complex murder trials. What makes this one stand out?
I think there are 2 points that really make this trial stand out. Number one, the Murdaugh family is so incredibly prominent and powerful here. To give you an idea, the judge today at the sentencing talked about a portrait of Alec Murdaugh's grandfather, who was also a prosecutor here, hanging in the courtroom that he had to take down to ensure a fair trial. So that gives you some sense. Number 2, it's the layers in this story. This trial was focused on Maggie and Paul's murder, but we heard about the financial crimes. And then there are other elements about a housekeeper who died, and Alec Murdaugh stole money from his sons. There's another death that surrounds this family, and a drug addiction. It just goes on, and it's such a web of stories and entangled in this web of lies that Alec Murdaugh had for a decade. Catherine?
Nikki Battiste, thank you for your 6 weeks of reporting there in South Carolina. For more analysis, we're joined by CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson. Jessica, take us inside that jury room. How do you think they reached a verdict in less than 3 hours?
You know, the remarkable thing here is that they were divided walking in. So I had thought last night, given that they found a verdict in less than 3 hours, I thought they all walked back there knowing that they were going to vote guilty. But the reporting indicates that actually 9 were guilty, 2 said innocent, and 1 was unsure. The reporting now says that they were able to go back to the evidence and flip those 3, 1 unsure and 2, again, who thought he was innocent within 45 minutes. That's really remarkable. And honestly, I haven't seen something like that in jury deliberations before. It showed that other 9, they were able to be very persuasive.
Very convincing. Jurors toured the murder scene at the kennels. Do you think that was a pivotal piece of evidence for the jury?
You know, it's strange to say, but I actually don't think it was. I think it's what Nikki talked about, which is that it was the cell phone recording locating Alec Murdaugh at the scene of the crime, and going along with the cell phone recording that completely undercut everything he had said for 20 months, saying, I was nowhere near there. I was in the house taking a nap. And then he had to take the stand and he had to admit, you know what, I lied and I was there. And so I think it was that cell phone recording and then him taking the stand and having to admit that he had lied and that he only copped that lie. He only admitted it when he was caught, when the jury saw that cell phone recording, when people placed him there, not because he wanted to come clean, but because he had no other choice. And then, of course, I think what also weighed heavily for the jury is that they had that evidence of financial crimes, that he already looked like a bad actor in their eyes.
Does Alex Murdaugh have grounds for a strong appeal?
I don't think that he does. And in fact, if you listen to what the judge said yesterday, because the defense immediately said mistrial, and the judge said there's strong evidence here. And then we only have to listen to the judge and what the judge said in sentencing today, giving the maximum sentences, and not to be served at the same time, but to be served consecutively. That's about as harsh as it can possibly get, since prosecutors didn't get the death penalty. If there's one place where we should look for the appeal, it's the fact that the jury did get to hear evidence of those financial crimes, but the defense opened the door to that by putting his character on trial as well.
Jessica Levinson, thank you.
Thank you.